blindly. Without thinking or understanding. He followed the instructions blindly, without asking any questions. Fairly. To a moderate degree or in a just way. The teacher graded the students fairly, considering their efforts. Intensely. With extreme force or emotion. She stared at him intensely, trying to understand what he was thinking. Merrily. In a cheerful and happy manner. The children sang merrily as they skipped along the path. Properly. In a correct or appropriate way. You need to dress properly for the interview to make a good impression. Unnaturally. In a way that is not normal or natural. His smile was unnaturally wide, as if he was hiding something. Zesty. Full of energy or enthusiasm. The chef prepared a zesty sauce that added a burst of flavor to the dish. Bleakly. In a way that suggests hopelessness or discouragement. He looked out of the window bleakly, realizing his mistake too late. Extremely. To a very great degree. She was extremely tired after working late into the night. Instantly. Immediately, without delay. He answered the phone instantly, eager to hear the news. Mechanically. In a way that relates to machinery or is automatic. She spoke mechanically, like she had rehearsed the lines 1,000 times. Promptly. Quickly, without delay. He arrived promptly at 9 a.m. for the meeting. Unbearably. In a way that is too painful or unpleasant to endure. The heat was unbearably intense during the midday hours. Zestfully. With great enthusiasm or energy. She danced zestfully, captivating everyone in the room. Abroad. In or to a foreign country. They decided to travel abroad for their summer vacation. Delightfully. In a way that causes delight or pleasure. The garden was delightfully colorful, with flowers blooming everywhere. Generally. In most cases or usually. He generally wakes up early to go for a run. Justly. In a fair or morally right way. The judge ruled justly, ensuring fairness for both parties. Never. Not at any time. He never misses an opportunity to learn something new. Sleepily. In a tired or drowsy manner. She yawned sleepily as she struggled to stay awake in the meeting. Vastly. To a great degree. The technology has vastly improved over the past decade. Accidentally. In an unintended or unexpected way. She accidentally knocked over the vase while reaching for her phone. Dimly. In a way that is faint or not bright. The room was dimly lit, creating a cozy atmosphere. Gently. In a mild or soft manner. He spoke gently to calm the frightened child. Kiddingly. In a joking or playful manner. You can't be serious, he said kiddingly, with a wide grin. Noisily. With a lot of noise. The children ran noisily through the house, playing their favorite game. Solidly. In a firm or strong manner. The chair was solidly built, able to withstand heavy weight. Very. To a great degree. She was very excited to meet her favorite author at the book signing. Boldly. In a brave or daring manner. He boldly walked up to the stage and introduced himself. Foolishly. In a silly or unwise way. He foolishly ignored the warning signs and continued hiking in dangerous areas. Inwardly. Internally, within one's mind. She was inwardly pleased with her performance, though she didn't show it. Monthly. Once every month. They receive a monthly newsletter from the school. Vastly. To a very great extent. The situation has vastly improved since last week. Uprightly. In an honest or moral way. He lived uprightly, always following the rules and doing the right thing. Deceivingly. In a way that is misleading or deceptive. The dessert looked deceivingly small but was actually quite filling. Frenetically. In a fast and energetic, but uncontrolled manner. The workers were moving frenetically to meet the deadline. Joyfully. With great happiness. They celebrated the news joyfully, dancing and singing in the streets. Naturally. In a way that is usual or expected. She naturally excels at sports, without needing much practice. Quietly. In a soft or silent manner. He quietly opened the door. Trying not to wake anyone. Vacantly. In a way that shows no thought or awareness. She stared vacantly out the window, lost in her thoughts. Actually, in fact, really. He actually finished the entire project in one day. Dreamily. In a way that suggests you are thinking of something pleasant. She gazed dreamily at the sky, imagining her future adventures. Gleefully. With great delight. The children gleefully unwrapped their gifts on Christmas morning. Kindly. In a kind or gentle manner. He kindly offered his seat to the elderly woman on the bus. Optimistically. With hope and confidence. She optimistically believed that everything would turn out fine. Soon. In a short time. I'll call you soon to confirm the details. Weakly. In a weak or feeble manner. He weakly attempted to stand after the exhausting race. Always. At all times, on every occasion. She always carries a notebook to jot down her thoughts. Enthusiastically. With great excitement or energy. He enthusiastically volunteered to lead the new project. Happily. In a cheerful or joyful way. They lived happily ever after. Longingly. With a strong desire. He looked longingly at the photograph of his old hometown. Perfectly. In an ideal or flawless manner. The cake was perfectly baked, with a golden crust and soft interior. Swiftly. Quickly, at high speed. The horse ran swiftly across the field. Wisely. In a way that shows good judgment. She wisely saved her money instead of spending it all at once. Beautifully. In a way that is pleasing to the senses or mind. The artist painted the landscape beautifully, capturing every detail. Exactly. In a precise or accurate manner. She arrived at the meeting exactly at 10 a.m. Innocently. Without guilt or blame. The child innocently asked why the sky is blue. Majestically. In a way that shows grandeur or dignity. The eagle soared majestically over the mountains. Potentially. With the possibility of happening. This decision could potentially impact the entire project. triumphantly. In a way that shows great victory or achievement. She smiled triumphantly after solving the difficult puzzle. Youthfully. In a young or energetic way. Despite his age, he moves youthfully and with great energy. Adventurously. In a way that shows a willingness to take risks. They adventurously explored the dense jungle, not knowing what to expect. Elegantly. In a graceful or stylish manner. She walked elegantly across the room in her evening gown. Gratefully. With appreciation or thanks. She accepted the award gratefully, thanking her team for their support. Knowingly. In a way that shows awareness or understanding. He nodded knowingly, understanding the situation perfectly. Painfully. In a way that causes pain or distress. He painfully recalled the events of that tragic day. Successfully. In a way that achieves the desired result. The company successfully launched its new product worldwide. Well. In a good or satisfactory manner. She performed well on her final exams, securing a top spot in her class. Arrogantly. In a way that shows too much pride or self-importance. He arrogantly dismissed everyone else's opinions. Even. In a level or balanced manner. She spoke in an even tone, trying to keep her emotions in check. Heavily. With great weight or force. The rain fell heavily, flooding the streets within minutes. Lovingly. In a caring or affectionate way. She lovingly stroked the cat's fur as it purred softly. Politely. In a respectful or courteous way. He asked politely if he could borrow the book for a few days. Thoroughly. In a complete or detailed manner. She thoroughly cleaned the house before the guests arrived. Worriedly. In a way that shows anxiety or concern. He looked at the clock worriedly, realizing he might miss his flight. Abnormally. In a way that is unusual or not typical. The weather was abnormally warm for October this year. Deliberately. On purpose, with intention. She deliberately avoided answering the question to avoid conflict. Furiously. In an extremely angry manner. He furiously slammed the door after their heated argument. Judgmentally. In a way that shows criticism or judgment. She looked at him judgmentally after hearing his opinion. Nervously. In a way that shows anxiety or worry. He nervously glanced at the clock, knowing he was late for the interview. Silently. Without making any noise. They walked silently through the forest, careful not to disturb the wildlife. Valiantly. With courage or determination. The firefighters valiantly battled the blaze to save the building. Annually. Once every year. The festival is celebrated annually in the town square. Equally. In the same way or to the same degree. They divided the responsibilities equally among the team members. Hastily. In a hurried or rushed manner. She hastily packed her bags, knowing she was running late for her flight. Loosely. Not tightly or firmly. The rope was tied loosely, and it could easily come undone. Physically. In a way that relates to the body. He is physically fit and exercises regularly. Sympathetically. In a way that shows sympathy or understanding. She listened sympathetically as her friend shared her problems. Woefully. In a way that expresses sorrow or misery. The team performed woefully in the finals, losing by a large margin. Absent-mindedly. In a distracted or forgetful manner. He absent-mindedly left his keys on the kitchen counter. Diligently. With great care and effort. She worked diligently on her thesis, ensuring every detail was correct. Generously. In a way that shows kindness or a willingness to give. He generously donated to the charity, helping those in need. Keenly. With great enthusiasm or sharpness. She keenly observed the changes in the data, looking for patterns. Nicely. In a pleasant or kind manner. He nicely offered to help her carry the heavy boxes. Solemnly. In a serious or formal manner. He solemnly swore to uphold the rules of the organization. Verbally. In a spoken or oral manner. The instructions were given verbally, but there was no written documentation. Admiringly. In a way that shows respect or admiration. She looked at the artwork admiringly, appreciating its beauty. Easily. Without difficulty. He easily completed the puzzle, even though it was meant to be challenging. Gracefully. In a smooth and elegant manner. The dancer moved gracefully across the stage, captivating the audience. Knavishly. In a dishonest or mischievous way. He knavishly tricked the villagers into believing his story. Overconfidently. In a way that shows excessive confidence. He spoke overconfidently about his skills, but his performance was lacking. Speedily. At a fast pace. The car sped speedily down the highway, trying to make up for lost time. Wearily. In a tired or exhausted manner. She wearily trudged up the stairs after a long day of work. Blissfully. In a state of extreme happiness. They were blissfully unaware of the chaos unfolding around them. Fiercely. In a powerful or aggressive manner. The competitors fought fiercely for the championship title. Intently. With great focus or attention. She listened intently to the speaker, not wanting to miss a word. Miserably. In a way that shows unhappiness or discomfort. He miserably waited for the rain to stop, soaked and shivering. Punctually. On time, without delay. He arrived punctually for his job interview, making a good first impression. Evenly. In a balanced or equal manner. They divided the profits evenly among the partners. Helpfully. In a way that is useful or helpful. She helpfully offered to babysit while her sister ran errands. Loyally. In a way that shows firm support or allegiance. The dog loyally followed its owner wherever they went. Poorly. In a bad or inadequate way. He poorly explained the concept, leaving the students confused. Briefly. For a short time or in few words. She briefly mentioned the changes before moving on to the next topic. Frankly. In an open, honest, or direct manner. She spoke frankly about the challenges they were facing.